Now Hurts will turn and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Come on, come on. Hey, be lying.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Here's Hurts. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Now Bernard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, here's Bernard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll run it here with Bernard. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That good for 19 and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 5. They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, You don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Wait 20. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah.
So after the INT, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Wait 20. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Check. Break down. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your iron. Get hands up.
To throw again on second down. Brady. Escaping the pressure right.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Brady now on first down. That's complete. Bernard. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
Here's Brady to throw. Flush to his right.
Complete right side to Otten.
That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second and goal, Brady steps away to his left.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on third and goal.
Mike 17. Mike 17. Watch the backer. Check it. Mike 17. I got you. Mike 17.
Throwing now is Brady. This is caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Slide 20. Mike 17. Let's go 1-1. Check nickel. Joker. Check.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans there to make the grab.
And the Bucks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Suck up for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts
scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we will start at the 25 as Barner will not return it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Brady now on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Brady going to throw. On the move to his left.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, tight down, there you go. Mike's 57, Ozzy.
To throw again on second down. Brady. Man open, here is Jones. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still at a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he could minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
Now Brady again.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
We own them. 72. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
On first down, Brady. Buying time to his left.
He'll drop this off for Bernard.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Shotgun now for Brady. And Rudolph has it left side.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of the night. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Sanders. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
27 yards.
And the Eagles get a bit closer. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
47 yards.
And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we will start at the 25 as Barner will not return it. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Check it, reload. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Target.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Rudolph.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
43 is the mic. Coming to you. Check it, reload. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. 39 yards.
And the Bucs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Big stop, let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And once again, this is Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back now in Tampa. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Fournette is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Vita Vea, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Brady going to look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
and Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Brady's going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Brady going to throw here. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get second. Under 10. 72. 10. Alert. Check 42.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.